Hi Taurus, Trishna here. Welcome to your January 2020 mega reading. So in this video, I'm going to be covering several different topics. I'm going to be really busy this month and the next few months, so I won't be able to do two videos a month. So I'm going to make one mega video each month, and we're going to cover a general reading, we're going to do a love reading, and a career reading. So listen for which reading is yours. Just because the general one doesn't resonate doesn't mean that the love or the career one won't resonate. So that's what we're going to be doing. I'm going to start off with the intuitive portion, and then I'm going to pull some cards for general. For a general reading, I'm going to pull cards from a different deck for the love reading and from yet another deck for the career reading. So what I'm feeling for you, Taurus, intuitively is, I feel like for your general reading, I feel like you are doing just okay. I feel like you somehow got caught off guard, or you're going to get caught off guard in January. I feel like there's something unexpected that happens that makes you feel caught or makes you feel stuck. Maybe at work you were working on something and you made a mistake that you didn't realize, and somebody finds out, or they call you out on it, and it's very unexpected. It's like they call you out on it in the middle of maybe a meeting and you aren't really prepared. Maybe there's somebody that you know who ends up backstabbing you and you find out about it. They do it behind your back, I guess, backstabbing you. So you find out about it and that catches you off guard, and then somehow you have to explain yourself or recuperate in some way as a result. Maybe you said something and you kind of cat got your tongue or something and you weren't able to express something, or maybe you said too much. I feel like there's something unexpected that happens, something that catches you off guard, something that makes you feel caught or makes you feel stuck in some way. Now, let's say this is a work situation and somebody throws you under the bus, and it's about something that maybe you didn't even do at all, and yet somehow you're getting blamed for it and you have to recuperate for it. Or maybe you made a mistake and somebody found out about it and you didn't even know that you made the mistake and got called out just out of the blue on it, and you feel like you have to recuperate. So like you may be in a situation where you feel like you have to recuperate or you have to make amends or something like that, whether or not you actually like should be blamed for the situation. So you may be wondering, like, how do I fix this? What I feel is, I feel like there isn't really a way to fix this, and I feel like there isn't truly an expectation for you to fix this situation. I feel like whatever it is that happened that caught you off guard, that was unexpected, even if it may seem bad, or even if it may seem like it affects your reputation or affects your career in some way, or any area of life, I feel like it's not really going to affect you that negatively. Like the impact isn't going to be that big. It's just going to feel that way because it catches you by surprise. So I feel like there isn't really much you can do. I feel like there isn't anything that you really are expected to do, honestly. I feel like the results of this are not really going to destroy you. It's fine. It's kind of embarrassing, or it's kind of like, that was weird, or that was strange, or that was unexpected, and that's about it. And I feel like there really isn't anything for you to do, not just because other people aren't expecting it, but also because from a universal perspective, I feel like there's just nothing for you to do. And really, this situation is just going to make you smarter for the next time. Like, this situation is kind of teaching you the people who are in your life, or how the situation really is. And so you're going to be a lot smarter, a lot wiser in the future. And I feel like you need this wisdom. Like, this is not really the best way for it to happen. And I don't feel like this was something that was supposed to happen. Like, the universe wasn't trying to teach you this way. But now that you're here, take the lesson. And yeah, like, this wasn't supposed to happen, but you are going to be a lot smarter as a result, a lot wiser as a result. And the learning, you needed to learn this. Like, you needed to have some kind of understanding about a situation, or about people, or about your career or job or something. And this basically is handing that to you. And it's handing it to you really clearly, really deeply, really well. Like, you couldn't actually have learned this in any better way. So even though this wasn't like supposed to happen to teach you, it is the best way that you could have learned whatever lesson you're supposed to take away from this. Now, with regards to your love life, I feel like you're really not focused on that area of your life right now. I feel like your attention is focused elsewhere, like probably your career. You're focused on your goals and maybe growing a business or excelling in your career, and that's really where your attention is. You are open to love if you don't have a partner right now, but you're not really looking for it, you're not focused on it. If you have a partner, you're probably not contributing as much to the relationship as you have in the past. You may feel a little bit distant just because your mind is somewhere else, not because you don't care about the person anymore or don't want to give. Your mind's just somewhere else. It's not really in the area of love for this month is what I feel. With regards to your career, I feel like, even though the general examples that I gave you about something catching you off guard was career related, I feel like when I really focus in on the career aspect of your reading, I feel like you are actually doing really well at work. I feel like you are performing. I feel like you are getting results. I also feel like, especially, that this is a month where you are learning. I feel like you are learning a lot, you are growing a lot, and I feel like that's just what your focus is with your career. So, there are other important things to a job. Are the politics healthy? Are the people kind and are they helpful and are they good people to work with? Do I like the job? Does this company have really good resources that I can learn about and use? Like, these are all important things to a career or a job. I feel like, though, you're really not focused on those other aspects, like these aspects. You're really focused on learning. That's what you want to get out of here. Yes, you probably want money, and that's probably something that, if you were offered more, you'd want that. But really, like, you don't even care about the money right now. You really care about how much am I learning? What am I getting out of this from an experience perspective, a knowledge perspective, a mindset perspective? So, with regards to your career, yes, there's a lot of other factors that are important to making a job healthy and good and something that you're satisfied with, but the only one that you really care about right now is learning. That is your priority. It's am I learning from this and how much am I learning and what am I learning? And I feel like you are learning a lot. So, this concludes the intuitive portion of the reading for January of 2020. I'm going to go ahead and pull some cards. I'm going to show you the cards. We're going to talk about them. All right, Taurus, so the first row will be your general reading, the second row will be your career reading, and the final row will be your love reading. For the first row, I use the Rider-Waite-Smith deck. The second row, I use the Witch's Tarot, and the final row, I use the Good Tarot. So in the first row, we have the King of Wands, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Three of Cups. So for your general reading, what I'm feeling is with the King of Wands, you're in this position where you're really not sure what happened. You're not sure where everybody went. You used to have some support. You used to have people who had your back. You used to know what was going on. You used to be in a really, really good position. And somehow that has been taken away or that has left you. The support that you used to have has gone elsewhere. It's not that people don't support you anymore, but they don't not support you, but they don't support you at the same time, and you're really at a loss for what happened. This is kind of confusing, and I wonder if some of it was related to something that you've done that maybe you haven't realized that you have done. But something has created this scenario, whether it was something that you did that you don't know that you did, or whether it was somebody else who has taken away your support system or your people or your supporters or whatever it is, and somehow you're kind of left to your own devices. And so you're over here with the Seven of Pentacles trying to figure out what exactly happened. You're looking at all the work that you've done, you're looking at everything that you have put into the situation, and you're trying to evaluate, did I do enough? Did I not do enough? Should I keep going with what I've been doing? Should I not keep going? And you're not really the kind to give up, so that last question really isn't something that's weighing heavily on your mind. You're not thinking like, well, should I just quit? But you are wondering, like, did I do enough? And should I keep going? And this is really very perplexing for you, because when you look at everything that you've done, it's like, I've done so much. Like, maybe I haven't done everything possible, but I've done a lot. And considering maybe the timeline or the amount of effort, like, I've done a lot. Like, this is probably 80% of what needed to be done, and if I had more time, I would have done the rest of it. But like, so you've really put in a lot into something, and it's really befuddled you why it hasn't worked out for you. Like, how you've been put in this situation where everything that you thought you had has somehow walked away, and you're kind of sitting by yourself, confused about it all. With this Three of Cups, I feel like there are people celebrating, maybe somewhat at your expense. Like they seem to be profiting or getting something out of your confusion or your demise. So, Taurus, I don't know what happened here, but if this resonates for you, please fill me in. I feel like these people who are celebrating, may not necessarily be vicious. Like maybe like I don't think that they tried to bring you down. Maybe for some of you they did actually, but they aren't nice people either because they do seem to be benefiting from your downfall of some sort. So in the extended, we'll go into more details on this, of course. With regards to your career, I feel like this is in a really, really good place. And I guess that resonates with what we talked about in the intuitive portion. And I like how there's pentacles on both of these cards. So with the Ace of Pentacles, I feel like you're really nailing it. You're learning a lot. You're having a good career experience. Even if the people aren't great, even if the politics aren't great, you're getting what you want to get out of this. You're getting what you need to feel satisfied and fulfilled in your career right now. You're getting what you want in order to progress on your career journey. So I feel like things are going really, really well for you. With the Page of Wands, I feel like maybe you're new to your area, maybe you're younger, maybe you're less experienced. And, maybe people see that and they feel like, we can't expect much from this person, or this person doesn't really know what they're doing, or this person isn't experienced. But even though that may be true, even though you may be less experienced, even though you may be younger than everybody else, even though people may think of you as a little pathetic in the career realm, you're making a name for yourself. You're trying things. You're really not paying attention to their opinion. You're trying everything. You don't care if it makes you look like a fool. You're trying it. You're doing your best. You're learning as much as you can, and you're going to make a name for yourself. You're going to make some waves. Like they may be thinking these thoughts now. They may be laughing now, or they may be doubting you now, but just you wait is for them, because you are doing everything you can to learn, and you're going to rise fast because you don't care if you look dumb. You just want to learn. You just want to get the experience and get the full, complete experience. Like, you're getting a lot out of your time because you're putting in the time and the effort, and you're not letting anybody sway you from doing that. So good on you, Taurus. And I feel like with this final card, the Two of Pentacles, like, you are going to attain mastery, and prodigies do exist. There are tons of really, really extremely young people who are doing amazing, wonderful things, like things that even adults can't do, super advanced. And, prodigies do exist, and you, Taurus, might very well be one. And it's only a matter of time. But even prodigies have to start learning somewhere. That's what you're doing. You're getting so invested in it that you're going to become a master. If this is an area of career that you really like, if this is something that you really like to do or that you want to excel at, you will. If this is really not your area of career, then you're not going to do quite as well. You're going to get a lot out of the experience, but since it's not your journey, you're not going to make the same kind of progress as a Taurus who this is their journey. So either way, you're going to benefit, Taurus. So like if this is your thing, you're going to master it. If it's not your thing, you're going to be very good at it. You're still going to be pretty exceptional at it, and it's going to be skills that like will shape your career as a whole, and it will pay off down the line because you'll be good at this one skill, and you'll be able to bring that to the table, into your experience, into your business judgment, acumen, and career, all of that later on, even though it may look like it doesn't apply, even though where you end up may not look like it relates to where you've been, it will play in. So either way, Taurus, you're in a good place with regards to that. For the love reading with the Nine of Fire, the Seven of Earth, and the Five of Air, I feel like with the Nine of Fire, this goes slightly against what I was saying in the intuitive portion, where I feel like there is a relationship. I feel like for those of you who are not already in like a serious relationship, so for those of you who are interested in somebody or just starting something new with somebody, I feel like this applies more to that group of Tauruses, like more of the single realm or like new relationship realm. So I feel like for that group of Tauruses, you are nurturing a relationship on some level. I feel like there is somebody that you're interested in. I feel like you like them. I feel like you are giving them some attention. I feel like if it fits in within your schedule, you do make time for them. Okay, so let me say it like this. So you're not giving them full reign to your schedule, but you are allowing them time. So, like, maybe you will make time for them once a week, whereas in a typical dating scenario, you would probably want to hang out with somebody like 2 to 3 times a week. So, you are making time for them, you are trying to nurture the relationship, you are interested in this person, but you're not investing in it as much as maybe one might invest. So you're nurturing it, but you're nurturing it and you like the person and you're happy about the relationship, but again, you are focused on other things, so you're not giving it a priority, I guess is what it is. It's there, but you're not prioritizing it above other things in your life. I feel like your partner looks upon you and looks upon you fondly, but they also aren't really sure where you stand in this relationship. This person is all in. They're interested. They're a very serious kind of person when it comes to romance. And they would like to have something real, but they don't feel like that's what you want. They don't feel like you're in the same place. So they're looking at you fondly and they're thinking, this person's attractive, but is this actually real? I want something real, and attractiveness isn't enough for me. I need more than that. So I feel like the dynamic here is probably going to result in this relationship really not working out because this person really wants to settle down and you're not really ready to prioritize a relationship at this point in time. You're really more focused on other things like maybe your career. And also, I feel like this person might not really be the right person for you, anyways, because this person is somebody, again, who wants to settle down, but I think they want to settle down more than they want you. So they want to have a stable partnership more than they want you specifically. So, yeah, so the relationship is more about wanting to be secure with someone than it is about the relationship and connection that you two have with each other. So again, like I feel like the dynamics aren't necessarily ideal for this situation. Yeah. I mean, there is always an element of control, like an element of control in all readings. So, well, I was gonna say that, if you decided that you did want to be with this person and you invested more time, that could shift the dynamics of the relationship. But again, this person is more interested in, like I was saying before, wanting a relationship than they are in wanting you. And I think that they would be better off if they found somebody that they wanted more than they wanted something secure, because that's like more love focused, and you would be better off with somebody who wanted you more than they wanted like a relationship status. And again, like every reading is different, and this is not always going to be the advice that I give to everybody, but like, for some people, if the two of you are together for a month and the other person isn't really sure about the relationship or about you, I would say, like a month is kind of a short time, and it's fair to wait maybe another month or 2 months, like 2 to 3 months total, to see where somebody stands. Like, are they interested? Like, now they've known you for 2 or 3 months, like what's their take on that? And it's fair to give them some time to figure out if you're a good match for them. Just because you figured out that they're a good match for you doesn't mean that they have had enough time to figure out that you're a good match for them. In this case, I feel like this person is a little too quick. Like, they're kind of the person that's like, okay, if you're not interested in something serious, then I'm gonna go. And like I was saying before, in some cases that's fine because like the person knows what they want, and if you don't want the same thing, then yeah, you should part ways. Like both should go find somebody who's at the relationship stage that you're both looking for. I do feel like in this case this person isn't really, I don't know, I feel like they're too quick to judge things like that right now. Like I could see them staying around for 2 or 3 months, but they're always going to be really focused on like, are you in or should I go? Like they're quick to want to leave because it's not about you and your relationship together. It's kind of about what they're looking for, is what I'm feeling. With this Five of Air, I do feel like you do need to put some thought into what exactly you do want from a relationship. Do you really just want to only be focused on your career right now, or do you want to have love? And I think that's something that you really should think about, because I think that you can have both. And maybe you feel like if you focus on both, you'll be walking a tightrope, and you romance will take away from your career and your career success. But and I think that oh my goodness, today I can't talk. I think that that does happen sometimes, or many times, where there is a balance in life. And that's okay. Like, we want all areas of our life to be fulfilling, not just one or two. But I guess you need to figure out if you do want all areas of your life to be fulfilling right now, or if you're okay with just career being fulfilling and romance not being so fulfilling. My feel is that maybe this is a time for you to focus mostly on career. And again, like we were talking about in the intuitive reading, you're open to love. So maybe focus on your career, but be open like you are, because the right person would make you more likely to shift your priorities a little. I do think that with you, Taurus, you will have to put effort into shifting your priorities. It's not just going to happen magically like it does for some people. They fall in love and they want to give more time to their person. I don't feel like that's really you. I feel like you'll always be a little more focused on the career side of things, and will need to put in effort to giving real attention to a partner, investing truly in a relationship and in a person. But I do think you could find somebody who can draw a little more of that out of you than this person currently does. So that's what I'm feeling for you, Taurus. I feel like in December we talked about how there is new love on the horizon. I can't remember if that was supposed to be January or February when you would find that person. So, and here it's like you found somebody, but they're not really the right person. So, yeah, keep your heart open to love, because if it's closed off, it's going to be harder for you to attract in the partner that you want. So decide what it is that you want. Do you want to make room for a relationship or not? If you don't, then, you're not really going to find a partner, and that's fine because that's what you want. If you do, then make sure that you are putting in mental effort into creating space for a person to enter. So that means, like, don't spend 24/7 working. Make sure that even though you may not have a partner, that you create space like 2 weeks a night or something, like Wednesday night, where if I was with somebody and they wanted to go on a date, I would make time for them here and actually make time there. Don't work during that time. Even though nobody's in your life right now, don't work. Go to a movie, watch a movie make yourself dinner, do something date-like with yourself to create in your mind the space for somebody to actually enter into your life and fill that void, that universal void, not an internal void, to come in, and to be able to join you on those 2 nights a week or 3 nights a week. And, make time to think about somebody else's career and their dreams, because you're very focused on your own, but when you're with a partner, you need to be aware of their dreams and their interests and listening to what they want to talk about. So, practice that. Practice being ready to listen to somebody else's day, even if it's different from what you would want to talk about. And you can do that by talking to friends, but I feel like maybe for you it's like listening to YouTubers, like ones maybe who vlog, who maybe have a different lifestyle than you have, and watching them and making space for somebody else to share their day with you, even if it's not your ideal day. So make space for a partner, Taurus, if that's what you want, and that will draw in the partner that you're looking for instead of closing that door. And yeah, like, don't worry about this person. Like, if you're interested in them, see where it goes. But if not, like, if you make room for a partner, like, new other opportunities will come in, and we'll assess that as we go through each month of this year and doing these readings. So thank you, Taurus. This concludes the YouTube portion of this video. If you're interested in the extended, you can watch it at the link at the end of this video. It's www.patreon.com/Trishna. You can also access that link in the description box below. And essentially, we're going to go through each one of these areas. I'm going to pull more cards for every one of these sections. And we're going to go into more depth and also talk more about the outcomes and where each one of these readings is heading towards and what you can expect. So Taurus, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it earned your like and your subscribe. Let me know what you think about this format. Do you like this format of doing several different readings? Do you prefer the style that I did at the end of December? I'm not really sure which one I like. I think I like the one that I did at the end of December, but I do like that this covers several different topics. So I'm just curious what you like. So again, thank you, Taurus, and I will see you in the extended, and if not, I will see you in my next video on YouTube.